the new Parkway Theater, located at 474 24th Street, Oakland, California, where good food, diverse entertainment, and community create a place for everyone. For showtimes and special events, check out www.thenewparkway.com.
You are listening to High School Football, where sports is the plane, comedy is the pilot, and the sweet cheetah is our jet fuel. Please sit back and enjoy the ride.
It sound like Drake gonna make an R. Kelly song in about a few
I'm
years.
telling you, he gonna be on that. Dude, hey, you just called it out. Hey, shout out to R. Kelly, Drake, come on our show. We want to see if the OG got any knowledge for the young G, and y'all can have a discussion on how you guys get at young women.
Don't do that on this show. No, there's no shout out. There's no invitation for that on this
they
show.
shouldn't come on. Yeah, hey, y'all do that somewhere else on your own time.
What's the Venn diagram of tags that you need to hit?
Yeah.
Man, it hits my tags, man.
Dude, it's a simple bet.
It is. So you owe me $50. I done my part.
It's like a year and a half later.
You know what I feel like? You know what I feel like? I feel like you guys ain't living up to your part.
We need. Hey,
I did the bet.
hold on. Let me preface. Hey, so if you don't know what's going on, Aaron last year, a year ago, honestly, like over a year ago today, said for the month of February.
Yeah, it's about February. It was like
the month of February, from the month of February through part of the month of March, he said he would not go on Instagram and look up Instagram IG models, basically,
or Reddit or any of that,
or Reddit on his phone because he got a new phone. He fulfilled his stipulation, his end of the bargain, and me and Brandon agreed. And we have video and audio. We have audio evidence of this. We have audio evidence of the conversation and how it unfolded on a previous episode. Go back and check out the episode if you like. But aside from that, Aaron has been, let's just say, not fully forthcoming of the video he's wanted. He's been still trying to figure out what he wanted for a while there. Then he said he knew what the video was, but he didn't tell us. So we knew what the video was, and then he didn't announce it. So we're still waiting for him to fully announce it for the show. So we want to know what the video is. This video he announced is not the video he said it was several months ago.
That was exactly the video.
It was before.
I had it on the screen. That's why it says Santa Claus. It's the Christmas one. I was ready in December. I told you in December
why is it $69 now when
it was because it was on sale then and you fucked around and fucked up. She had a percentage off. Now I ain't got no percentage.
She had 33%
now I gotta
off?
put in money. Don't think I'm happy about this. I gotta put in $10 instead of getting the whole video. If you would ordered it on Christmas time when the Santa Naughty's List cream pie came out. If you ordered it then we would have paid $50. I'll have my video now. When all you guys leave, I might even watch it. I would have broke my 40 days, 40 nights on that video. But nah.
You bugging before we got here.
we never know. We never know.
All right, Paul, what's the next bar we're on?
Wow.
Oh, let me finish this beer. Is this the beer for the new bar or is it the old beer?
This is the whole beer. We gotta finish it for the new bar.
Oh, shit, man.
The next bar is the Baggott Inn.
The what in?
The Baggott with a B.
This is the Baggott Mile, though, right?
The Baggott Mile.
Did we already do the Baggott, though?
So no, we didn't do the Baggott Inn. Talk to me about
we
the
did something
Baggott
with a B. What was the other one with a B?
That's the whole name of the whole crawl.
It's an upmarket bar for the D4 crew, which means it's for posh wankers.
Posh wankers.
What's a posh wanker?
It's someone who is wealthier than I am, which isn't very nice.
Think Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, yeah, but without the shitty accent. After he's made his money from Alexander. And the most famous person to die here was Pierce Brosnan after he lost the James Bond role.
Pierce Brosnan. Hey, toast to Pierce Brosnan. Toast. The Baggott Mile. What is it called?
Baggott Inn.
Baggott Inn.
What the fuck did I write here?
With a B, not an F.
With a B, not an F.
Aaron,
So
what's
I
your
think
question?
he redeemed himself in Mamma Mia when he just shed sang and everything.
You know what? Pierce Brosnan won me over. I forever gained respect for him, even though I thought he was a shitty 007 in Miss Doubtfire. Once he played that role of being like allergic to pepper, I was like, bruh, you played a role where you're allergic to pepper? Bruh, you're good. Yeah, you're good with me. Like, I'm not
trained.
like that's like straight up like, you know, sucker free bitch made type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, man, hey man, you can't eat pepper. You eat a dick. You know? And I knew that he was making fun of himself, especially that he coughed when he ate that shrimp. You know, that was crazy. It's crazy.
I felt like I was there.
Shout out to Miss Doubtfire sponsorship.
I was gonna say I'm gonna watch Miss Doubtfire.
You've never watched it?
Did you see the
What?
Murder
No.
Supercut?
You've never watched Miss Doubtfire?
I've seen like the trailer.
You should watch Miss Doubtfire. You should watch it. It's solid. Like, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. Paul, you've seen Robin Williams movies, or his stand up and his
At least
body of work?
2.
Okay. You have not seen his body of work.
Man.
There's a reason why people are giving Will Smith a hard time for playing an imaginary illustrated character. You know that, right?
I mean, it's hard to float in the sky when you're an actual human.
Well, they're trying to do live action, which is whole. Well, no, where we are with special effects, like it should be pretty simple. But there's a reason why Robin Williams, why Aladdin was such a transcendent character as a genie, and just Robin Williams' talent. He was one of the most talented artists, comedian, actors. I even say actors. I think of our generations. Like, he doesn't transcend one generation. I feel like he transcends multiple generations.
Will Smith?
No.
Oh, Robin Harris. Robin Williams. Okay. I thought you were talking about Will Smith.
You
Don't
deserve
hit that
that.
button. You did it too many fucking times, Jerry. You're gonna bore everybody.
All right, fine. But no, Robin Williams as a stand-up comedian, as an actor, as a comedic actor, as a dramatic actor, as a voiceover actor, like he spanned. Like, I watched some of his movies where they're serious acting, and like, granted, it was decent acting. It was good. He was good. I also, like, you felt he made you feel whatever it is that was his character, and that's for me.
It was the same character.
No, his character wasn't always the same because he played characters. What Dreams May Come. That was some depressing ass shit. I watched that shit and I was like, bruh, I was depressed. I was a kid and I was depressed, and I was like, I'm not watching any more serious. That's why I didn't watch Jack. You know, so I'm not watching any more serious Robin Williams movies.
Did you see World's Greatest Dad?
No, I didn't.
That was a good movie.
That's
was
good.
pretty funny.
Solid. What about Miss Doubtfire, Brandon?
I haven't seen.
You see him in-
I haven't seen any of these movies.
Do you see him in Aladdin?
The only movie I've seen Robin Williams in is Aladdin and Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Outside of those two things,
You never saw Mrs. Doubtfire?
I've never seen him do
Did you ever
stand-up.
see him on
I've never seen him.
as a stand-up?
No.
You never saw him as stand-up? He was. Excuse me, sponsorship.
No, my man Billy Crystal though.
No, Billy Crystal was the one who was. See, here's the thing. Billy Crystal was
City
the one.
Slickers one.
Billy
City
Crystal-
Crystal was very talented.
I'm gonna tell you, Billy Crystal was good, but he was less talented than Robin Williams. He was the dude that was willing to be.
No, Billy Crystal could dance and sing though.
He didn't sing
He
that
could
well.
dance and sing.
He sang like the WB frog, bro. You tell me that's singing? No, that's not singing. All right, hana. That's what Billy Crystal could do. Billy Crystal was monotone.
Moesha dance.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you this: Billy Crystal was very
Billy
talented,
Crystal,
but
yeah.
Billy Crystal was not nearly as talented as Robin Williams. And Billy Crystal will tell you that the only person that was almost as talented as Billy Crystal was Whoopi Goldberg. And Monique, you ain't the most talented female comedian alive.
It's most decorated.
Decorated, whatever.
Decorated.
Parse some words. She was ignoring the facts. But anyways, y'all don't think Robin Williams was one of the most talented comedians / performers of all times?
Great Freeway.
What's the name of it?
Toners.
All right, next bar. Hey,
We're on number 9. Number 9.
9 times.
All right, so here's my question: what are the Irish drinking laws?
So not allowed to drink on the streets.
No, it's drinking on the street. So Vegas got you beat there.
Vegas got us beat there. You can buy from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. in the stores. And then some places have 4 a.m. licenses.
To buy like stuff to take home or whatever.
No, just to buy at the bar.
So you could go bar to 4.
Some places get extended licenses
Or past 4?
to like 4+, yeah.
But then, so no wonder why Chicago's full of Irish people.
Yeah.
Because Chicago has the one rule where they drink until 4, and then it has to shut down. But then it starts up again at 6.
Oh my god.
It's like, wait. Are you expecting people to sober up in 2 hours? What's going on? Chicago's a mess.
Serve someone a beer at 4:30, man. It might get crazy.
You might get crazy. So it's like
Serve
we gotta
at
stop
6.
this. We gotta stop this at 4, but an hour and a half from now,
Right.
I'm gonna serve you all you want.
Man, you remember my old place on Telegraph?
Yeah.
Man, like I would have to go sometimes I would have to go early in the morning, like get changed or something like that. This was before I had a car, so I had to go get changed or whatever, so I could catch the bus. And like people be standing outside of the liquor store, at 7:55 a.m. Like they wait for Prince for a Prince concert or some shit like that. And we're all standing there. Okay, cool. And I realized everybody in front of me in line is getting alcohol. Like as soon as this place opens, I'm like, let me get a piece of gum or some Altoid, something like that. Like I gotta get changed from the bus. No, everybody else in that motherfucker was getting alcohol. Like, oh, can we get the E&J over there? Oh, let me get the Jameson over there. And I'm like, what are you gonna do with this at 8 o'clock in the morning? And I was like,
where's the rest of your day gonna be like that?
Right, what does that look like? All the famous people that are Irish, right? Like you are bound to run into them at some point.
Oh yeah, you see everyone in Dublin. Yeah.
Like if you live in LA your whole life, you're gonna come across the majority of people in LA at some point, whether it's in passing or actual interaction.
Yes. Or at Ralph's.
Like I was in the same stadium as you.
Right. We ran into your girl from Modern Family at the Rams game.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
she was looking
slutty.
something like
Holland. But which one you consider the Holland?
the younger one that developed.
Yeah,
that one.
The nerdy one. Yeah, that one. She was dressed pretty young.
Oh shit, they were recording.
Once again, you're not running for political office.
All right, I was thinking about it.
Am I the only person that recognized that girl from Modern Family? Like it's basically her shoulder with her chin.
Here's the crazy thing. I didn't recognize it at first. I was looking at her and I was like, and these fools, Sam and Jared, were like, and they know that I always look at her and view her, right?
Damn bitch.
On Instagram and things like that. So, but they did, and they're
one of the
looking at her.
reasons for the challenge.
But they were, and so, yeah, she was one of the reasons for the challenge. So the crazy thing is they recognized her and was like, oh, this food's gonna be juice. And I was looking at her like, and I turned to them like, dude, you see this hot chick thing? You see her? And they're like, you don't know who that is? Like, she's fine. I wonder why she's taking this picture with this Mexican woman that's selling churros, right? Hey, that's not being racist. That's really what was happening.
No, it was.
She took a picture.
Aaron didn't realize.
And I was like, because at first when I saw it, I was like, why is this woman, like, is that like her daughter's best friend or something? Like, why is she taking a picture of her? And another woman that's selling shit is taking a picture. And I'm like, damn, she's pretty hot, though. And she was like posing all sexy.
That's how I know
sexy.
Aaron was getting a little lost on in Instagram. The fact that he was looking at this person on a regular basis and did not recognize them in person.
Did not recognize it. And I turned to them like, dude, you guys see that hot chick? And they're all like, dude, you know who the fuck that is, right? Sam's like, dude, you know, you're fucking with us. Like, no.
Wow.
And then it hit, oh shit, it was her. I mean, and what I mean, we was as close. I was as close as I am to you and Brandon right now. Because I was like, holy shit, this chick.
Man, did anyone of y'all shoot y'all shot though, man?
Obviously I didn't because I didn't know who the fuck it was.
Nah, she was with some dude.
She's with her boyfriend, who's like a Seahawks fan.
Some dude or her
some dude who's wearing a Seahawks jersey who also looked like he was like real frumpy and had a lot of money.
He had a lot of money. And she's like, look, her Seahawks thing was like basically a cut off.
No, she had a Rams on.
Was it Rams?
Yeah,
I just remember it was
LA.
cut off and showed everything. She was in small shorts. She showed everything.
I was like, that girl's pretty fine. I was like, wait a minute. I don't even watch the goddamn show, and I don't even follow her on Instagram. Unlike some people like who watch the show and follow it on Instagram. I was like, that's the girl. I seen her on that Modern Family show or whatever. Like I was like, I'm pretty sure that's her. Because I had seen pictures of her like oh, she's all grown up now. Like you know that they that whole Hollywood and like just general media objectification of women.
The Disney coming of age.
Yeah, that whole thing that like they want us to you realize a lot of the ways that general media is like conditioning us, making us objectify these women to this degree.
Shout out to Anne Hathaway and Havoc.
Yeah. I like the way you said the N-word.
That was her. Jared
Coming up like a nigga in the fast lane.
Jared went through puberty because of Anne Hathaway and Havoc.
I saw Anthony. No, actually, I was.
Jared went through puberty
No, Jared. I'll give you this. Jared was in his dating white women yet explicitly militant conceptualization of race phase in college when he saw Anne Hathaway in Havoc. So it was
a power move for you.
No, it was very interesting, but I definitely
Tell us.
whatever. Hey, Anne Hathaway sponsorship. I need some of that Marvel money or that DC money. DC sponsorship.
Man, where we going
Not down
next?
at Curry, but
Are we doing our Cutty shoutouts?
We gotta do one more bar at least.
We do.
do we have to? Really?
Yeah, we gotta get to all 12. We have to. Paul's saving the best for last.
Paul is shocked. Just to let people know, Paul looked in shock and awe right now.
Wait, Paul,
Yeah,
you're
no,
not
I
ready.
get what you're
You were saving the best for last, so we already had. Oh, hold on. Best for last.
And Craig, let him do it.
What Skittles do you eat first? That's my question.
God damn, you guys and your Skittles. You guys have grape as purple instead of blackcurrant. Oh my god.
Oh, it's blackberry in Europe?
Yeah, blackcurrant is so much better.
Wait,
than
a
grape.
Currant is a blackberry.
Currant isn't a blackberry.
Totally
Currant is a
different.
different berry.
Man, you can start shopping at Berkeley Bowl, Jared.
Yeah,
that's
Like, hold on. How these bougie motherfuckers gonna make me feel bad about what I'm doing?
That's the problem, dude. You're too busy shopping at Safeway.
Raindrop, drop top. I need a shop
They
at
just got a
Safeway.
fruit section. They ain't got shit else.
Black currant. What would you equate it to here?
We have currants out here, Jared.
Yeah, I've had
It's a
currant.
currant.
It's like a blueberry.
No.
It's kind of like
Blueberries.
You know what? To me, it's in between a blueberry and a berry you don't like as much. Right? Like it's not
So
bad,
it's
but
like-
it's just like
It's like the less hot but kind of cute cousin of
it
blueberries.
is. That's what it is. It's like it's still good, but it's cute.
like I still hit that.
Yeah, it's still.
I
good,
still
but
hit that.
Like.
But if I can get blueberries, I'm going with that.
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
No.
Yeah. I would do that too. It's like a blueberry is like, let's say a blueberry is like Selma Hayek, right?
Yeah.
And then a strawberry is Jennifer Lopez, right? But
Currant is
the currant-
Michelle Rodriguez.
The current is Michelle Rodriguez. Like I still hit it. I still hit it. But you know, and I still, you know what? She's attractive, but
And she can stay for a while.
yeah, and she could be
But
cool.
you gotta go in the morning.
But yeah, she could stay, but we probably won't have brunch together. You know, I might, you know, but I'm a lie until I meet my mom when we wake up in the morning. Like, I'll let her stay tonight, but I'm telling her, hey, you know, I gotta meet my mom. We meet every Sunday morning. And then, you know, it's one of those where you start getting ready and putting on clothes and shit, knowing that all you're gonna do is go around the block and come back home. I would like to taste it in Skittles. I don't eat Skittles, but I would like to taste it in Skittles.
Get that purple.
It's purple? Is it purple?
Purple.
Man, hey, don't let Kevin come out there, Europe. He might smoke them all up.
This is that good perp?
This is that good perk, man. I couldn't find that perk.
Dang.
Speaking of perk, man, Amsterdam weed. That's my question for the next. I'm going to ask my question ahead of time because I've been getting drunk or I'm forgetting about it. So, Amsterdam weed. Now you live in California. What would you do?
Which is better?
Do you get excited? I already know what's better. I've been out there too.
California weed's pretty good.
Does it even compare? Especially now that it's legalized in California.
Not really.
All these science experiments.
It's like it's pretty good at it.
Yeah. So has Amsterdam lost its steam? Like now, if it wasn't for like the girls in the red doors and the
I think
Africans
so.
and the Africans selling cocaine at the train
in
station.
Europe, yeah, it kind of still has the same appeal because
Yeah.
it's not really everywhere over there. But like,
But like,
didn't really mean as much
you don't
to me
understand.
doing.
You don't understand. Like one of our coworkers the other day was super juiced because he's like, man, my mom went to Amsterdam. I'm like, you realize everything she could do out there that she gonna do, she could do here, right? For probably better. Because I went to Amsterdam back in 2000s. That was a great place to go.
Who was it?
I ain't dropping no. I ain't name
Oh,
dropping.
yeah, okay, I was just checking. Hey, cause I'd be like, hey man, like depending on where they live, like you can go to Amsterdam and smoke weed around slightly more or slightly less white people. Are we at the next bar? Paul, what's the next bar? Oh, we at the next bar.
We're at Donnie
What number is this?
and Nesbitt.
10. Donnie and Nesbitt's.
Wait,
What's
is Nesbitt an Irish name?
Yes.
Nesbitt is?
Notoriously.
like the
That's the same.
wide receiver for the Colts?
Yeah, there was the.
Or was he on Syracuse?
Oh, that's my next question. Go ahead, ask that.
That's where all the cults started. The best ones come from there. Catholicism, Judaism. all the hardcore ones that are still going.
All right, so what's up with Nesbitt's? What's the place Nesbitt's?
It's a quintessential professional old man pub. Perfect for you, Jarrett.
Oh,
That's perfect for you.
Oh.
You get in there and start playing that old ass music you listen to.
hey man, play some Sam Cooke for their ass.
Do it. So yeah, this is where Oscar Wilde found his first love. Dick.
Great.
All right, so my question on that note, Paul, is so Irish Americans came over here and were considered trash, and they weren't allowed to own shit and things like that, right? So my question is, if Irish Americans didn't own anything, they didn't own plantations or things like that, why are so many black people have Irish last names? Black Americans have Irish last names.
We worked pretty hard on those plantations.
You worked hard on plantations, but you didn't own them. So was it like this? Was it like, you know what? So I'm wondering this: when slavery ended and the black Americans had to get names, and they were like, okay, most of them took their plantation name. My last name is a plantation name, and it's crazy because so most people take their plantation name. They're like, man, I don't want to name myself after a slave owner. I hated that fool, right? Like, but there was that white dude that used to work there. He was cool. He used to drink with us, do this. He used to hang out with us. He liked the thicker women.
That sounds about right.
You know what? I'm taking this name: McGillicuddy, Nesbitt, Shaquille O'Neal, Muhammad Ali, Obama. See, that makes sense. That makes sense now, Paul.
That's hilarious.
I say nigger 100 times every morning. Makes my teeth white. Nigga, 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 nigga,
You
nigga.
know, it's crazy. There's a bunch of black Graysons out here, and they're not related to me. And every time I run into one or someone that knows me, are you related? And I just go with straight no. Because they're all from Oklahoma out here. And my family's from Alabama. But then someone that I know did some research. So basically, slaves from this one slave plantation that was from the Grayson one, they got like half of them, like Grayson ran into some debt, so he had to sell like half of them. So half of them got sold to a plantation in Oklahoma. Out there, they said, now the Grayson dude, I guess he was cool for a slave owner. I'm doing air quotes, whatever that means. But I guess people liked him. So when they got freed after emancipation, they took his names. And the one in Oklahoma hated him. Like, he was rough on them. They used to get beat. It was like the worst thing that ever happened. So when they got emancipated, they took the Grayson name. He thought they were going to take his name, and all of them agreed to take the Grayson name.
Oh, wow.
So that's why there's a big Grayson population in Oklahoma, and they're not related.
I knock the black off your ass. I knock the black off your ass. I knock the black off your ass. I knock the black off your ass.
Brandon, can you respond to that, please?
Find these on like all the white supremacist websites.
You can't have all this talk about racism, and you got like the most shitty put down black people sound bites by black people.
You know that.
And just make us sound ignorant as shit.
That number one. That was off an episode of our show. That was Cuddy Bang Gang, Kamalski Walski. That was one of his sound bites. That was a personal sound bite from the show.
Wait, was that him yelling that?
That was Kamal. Tell me this does not sound like Kamal. Hold on. Tell me this is not Kamal.
Oh, no.
I knock the black off your ass. I knock the black off your ass. I knock the black off your ass. I knock the black off your ass.
That's not Kamal?
I don't know why the testing was working. This is the touchscreen up here. I was trying to move it down here.
We don't have cricketers this week, man. I'm a little disappointed about that.
That's fine.
All right, let's go.
Man, we had the drinking game, Jared.
I guess.
We made up for it more. Anyway.
Surprised you have the Irish national anthem playing, man.
Oh, I can find that.
11.
Number 11.
Foley's. Plenty of tourists mix in. Oh, great crack.
What's special? So basically we feel right at home at Foley's, right?
You might kind of struggle to fit in, but that's a different story.
It's like, is it Liam Neeson struggle to feel in, or is it another?
Maybe back in the day you'd struggle to fit in with him.
This question is best looking Irish person, male or female?
Male or female?
Saoirse.
Nah, she's alright. Irish. models.
Damn, bitch.
Georgia Sapa is pretty good. Bo Williams.
I was gonna say Georgia Sopoulos. So she's known as the Kim Kardashian of Ireland. She's actually like Greek and some other. Isn't it sad that I know who she is without even looking her up?
Yeah.
Aaron has an incredible knowledge.
That's a network for Instagram models.
Yeah.
Dude, I knew her before I was on Instagram. She's known as the Kim Kardashian of Ireland, and she's dark.
Yeah.
Like I feel like she's part Greek, and that's where she gets her name from. She's part Greek and part like some African diaspora shit, but she grew up and born and raised in Ireland. I never heard her talk, but I've seen her pictures.
She's not
You know what? The least amount of words, the better sometimes. Like my friend Bob Foley used to say when we were at a club, and I was trying to talk to this girl. I was like, Bob, man, I tried to talk to her. She barely knows English. He goes, man, I talked to her earlier. She knows too much English. Next thing I know, Bob went home with her.
That boy good.
Lesson I learned: there's no such thing as not enough English.
I got a crap on deck that could choke a donkey.
Oh my God! Oh my fucking God!
It's been changed.
Sip the plate.
All right. So where's this place at? Where's this next? I'm sorry, I got lost.
We already did that, Jared.
All right.
I already asked my question.
All right, we sipping Lobos, 4-point IPA.
Shout out to Fort Point for a sponsorship. I buy a pack of Fort Point for every podcast. Animal, I love your animal. The Lobos is good. Quiet, girl.
That's right on cue, man.
But you know what Brandon said? Brandon said, "Are you guys getting sponsored by Fort Point every time we come here?" That's all I say. I love your animal. I love the Manzanita. I hate that seems like it's a seasonal one.
What about the Renaissance?
I love the Renaissance. Hey, shout out. Hey, if you hiring for someone to help name and design beer, I'm the person. Renaissance. I got other names. I got one called the Whiskey Slew. I got another name that I'll give you for free called the Bitches Brew. No, that's mine. Just hit me up. But yeah, shout out to 4 Point.
Hey, shout out to 4 Point sponsorship. We'd love to have you sponsor us because you are a constant in our lives, and we need your money to be a constant
How
in our
about
lives.
we just do a show from there, and then you give us a time frame so Brandon will come on that show, because we might not see Brandon for a long while since Jared's going overtime. What time did Jared tell you, Brandon? He said you'll be done by what time?
I thought we were sticking to a 2-hour time frame.
Wait, what did he tell you, Paul?
But
He said,
but then when I heard about drinking, we were at 2.5 hours. We were at about 3.5 hours.
all right, so let's discuss this. Let me discuss this about Jared and time and podcast. Jared likes to stay here as long as he can on the podcast.
I'm ready to go
And then
home.
here's another
I'm
thing.
tired.
Jared also doesn't like to do it early. Where I'm like, dude, let's just do it early like we used to do, and just be done.
All right. Hey, what was the last sports topic we had?
This is a sports show, guys.
I'm glad you're here to remind Jared. Somehow Jared thinks it's on race and politics.
It could be about race and politics.
He starts talking about Nancy Pelosi.
But usually... I mean, so everybody's still talking about this college admissions scandal.
Oh, we should talk about that real quick. Yeah, we should.
We got we got a lot of fake athletes out there, like people getting fake recruited to go to school. Like I actually got recruited.
I got the opposite. I got recruited, and then they gave my scholarship to somebody else. So I'm like Brandon, but he actually got to go.
But you telling me like I didn't have to like, oh hey, like I'm gonna play football and I didn't have to work out for nobody. I didn't have to like, hey, how big are your hands? Or like I didn't have to do no squats.
You could go.
But I could just have somebody like pay some money.
You go on the chairman of the board's yacht.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do none of that shit. All I had to do is have somebody on staff say, hey man, I'm the coach for water polo. Hey man, you guys recruited for water polo, and I just showed up to school and did not play.
Yeah.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Thinking back on it, I should have just went through all the hoops, got on campus, and then just like, you know what, actually I'm not gonna play.
You should have been
that's
like.
when you get a catastrophic injury and you get a doctor, because then they can give your scholarship away, but you get to keep it too.
It's called a concussion.
When I went to school,
CTE was not an issue.
When I went to school in the
College.
90s, there was no such thing as concussions.
Yeah.
It was called getting your bell rung and having the cobwebs loose.
Man.
And then you know what they did? They gave you these packs of ammonia. So they snap it at your nose and you just fucking jump up and they're like, okay, he's ready to go again.
Man.
You brought the new Jackson.
I got
Our trainers walked around with the thing of ammonia in their thing, and they were snap it and put it up to your nose. One time I snapped it while I was insane, and I almost fucking fainted.
Dude, I got 3 concussions my senior year in high school. Now I remember telling my coach, like, hey man, I'm walking to class and I forget what class I'm going to. And he's like, oh man, you'll be fine, man. In college, man, I had full-blown concussions, man. Don't worry about that. You just tell your friend, like, where you're going, and he'll make sure you get there.
Dude,
You'll be good by game day.
Is this shit?
Okay.
There's no such thing. So look, when my niece got a concussion, my brother-in-law played football for San Jose State. He was offensive lineman like Brandon. When my niece got a concussion, full on, had to go to the hospital, couldn't remember shit in class. He's like, man, that's just, you just get the cobwebs now. You gotta shake the cobwebs loose and get back in it. I tell my sister, look, when me, you, and him were growing up, that is the way we did it. But now we know she shouldn't play anything or maybe be around light for a while.
Right.
Yeah, back then there was no such thing as a concussion. I remember getting hit and being like dizzy and hearing bells, and you just wait till the bells stop and you go back in the game.
Yeah, man, they used to tell you
that was basketball.
They used to be on you like this.
Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding.
Thank God he stopped it, because I felt like I was hungry.
Hey, but no, yeah, that shit is crazy. Hey, I think the whole college cheating scandal. They had like this dude who was a former tennis pro, who was unsuccessful tennis pro, taking tests from that went to Harvard or something like that. That was one of the people who was taking tests from to get them in. That's just crazy. I thought that was...
Dude, he took out, like, everyone says this motherfucker was scoring, like, almost perfect, dude. That dude was smart as fuck.
Dude, he's like, let me just answer, like, 11 wrong.
Yeah, he was choosing what to answer wrong.
Yeah. So he would have them, like, advance a considerable degree, yet not crazy proportion out of what their range was.
Oh, no, it's out of proportion, because the actress from Full House, her daughter ended up scoring, like, almost 500 points higher than she scored.
Wow.
Yeah.
When he did it. But it was enough to get her into USC. It's USC. Buy a building.
Yeah.
Her husband, the actress from Full House, her husband's fucking loaded with money. Donate to a building. Guess what? Your daughter and your daughter's kids are going to go to USC.
Felicity Huffman is married to the dude from Fargo, right?
Yeah.
So, like, just use some of that Fargo money and pay for her to go where the fuck she want to go, right?
That's hilarious. Or just go to a different school.
Yeah, it's really weird.
UCLA let you in?
The funny thing is, so the reason...
San Diego.
There's plenty of good schools. Like, your kid's gonna go to school. But just because your name alone, whether they go to a fucking junior college, they go to a trade school, they go to a 4-year, like, nice, prestigious college, they're gonna be able to come out of school, have your last name, have your connections, and get a decent job, if not a nepotistic type job, immediately out of college. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers are gonna, like, be fine. But I don't know. I feel like I'm glad they got busted, but at the same time, this is only, like, tip of the iceberg.
Who do you want to see get busted in it?
The Kardashians. I'm tired of them being on shit.
They don't have anybody of college age.
They don't have a degree.
I know, but I still want them to get busted. Hey, I mean,
tried.
See, I fucked around and I didn't have as much money as them, so I hired one of the Kardashians to take the test for me. I ended up I couldn't even get into goddamn, couldn't get into Laney after that. I couldn't get into Laney.
I couldn't get too.
They told me I'd take my class at the MacArthur BART station.
To go to BCC.
Man, you ever go to interview with like a HBCU, man?
No. Yeah, I went to them at a college car, and it's like basically you could just walk there and get in.
Right.
I was like, Grambling had a 1.5 minimum GPA. I was like, you realize? I thought it was a mistake when I was at this college fair, and I asked the woman, the recruiter there, I'm like, it says 1.5. She's like, yeah, that's all you need. And I'm like, you realize? Do you mean 2.5?
I was like 4.
Yeah. Do you mean? I was like, do you mean 2? Like you take people with the C? Like you realize that's a D and not even a high D. It's like we do 1.5 GPA minimum.
Right.
Hey,
so basically, this is my backup.
I agree with that, though. I agree with that because the cultural exchange in especially public education is not in a way in the vast majority of American education is there's not cultural exchange, that cultural representation. So students are not engaged at the level that's really challenging them where they are. So like if you get a D in public school, like that means that you might potentially be an A+ student in a culturally relevant situation.
Dude, you full of shit. You know what that means? That means you gonna go to Grambling, not go to class, hang out at the IMs where everybody else and all the
No, you had to go to class enough to get a 1.5.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And it means you gonna go there, get a couple STDs, peer up in a couple Pornhub videos under Florida Atlantic AMU, Florida AMU. Shout out to Florida AMU. Most Pornhub videos out of any historically black college.
I'm gonna tell you,
including one with one of a fine Asian girl.
Aaron, if you were ever to be like a dean of a college, this is what they would say about you.
He says it every morning. He calls me nigga. He calls the other kids nigga. He calls himself nigga all the time. Nigga this, nigga that. Nigga please. Bitch nigga. Nigga, have you lost your mind? Nigga, check that hoe. Nigga, you bullshitting. Break yourself, nigga.
The Proud Boys are gonna start using our podcast as inspirational videos to get more black people to join them and people of color to join them. I might join them.
Is this it?
I might join them after hearing your sound bites. I might be next to the Proud Boys yelling "Make America Great Again."
We're broken people.
Last bar. What's the last bar, Paul? What's the last? O'Donoghue's?
Yeah.
All right, toast to O'Donoghue's.
We did it.
Wait. This is our
12th.
How I'm still drinking beer?
This is our 12th. We're at O'Donoghue's. Fuck, we're drinking another Stella Artois. Cause this
I don't know. Did Jared drive here? Drive you here?
I'm driving. It's okay.
Oh, you drove? Smart move. Smart move. It doesn't matter. Smart move. You know what you do?
Hey, wait.
You say, "Hey, Jared, I'm just gonna catch order me a Lyft from my house," and so you drive into his house, let him order a Lyft, and don't hop in it and just drive his car back to your house, and then text him in the morning.
You diabolical villain!
That movie sucked.
Put some respect on my name.
You know how you know when you're ready to settle down?
Mr. Cosby's doing great, and Mr. Cosby knows that God is watching over him. He knows that these are lies. They persecuted Jesus, and look what happened.
They persecuted you. You know how you know when you're ready to settle down, Brandon? I might be ready to settle down because you start using condoms with all the other chicks. Anyway, are we doing Cutty Corner Shoutout right now?
Hey, drink booty sweat, baby.
Come on, Jared, we gotta do Cutty Corner Shoutout.
Wait, O'Donoghue's. What's the last? It's our last pub. What is special? Who died at O'Donoghue's?
St. Patrick died there.
Give more grief.
I told you saved the best for last.
He was some filthy Brit. Came over to Ireland.
His name was St. Patrick, for real?
That was his first name, Saint. Second name, Patrick.
I like the Paul stories there. So lots of questions.
Some pirates nicked him from Wales, brought him over to Ireland. He studied in a monastery, and then he tried to ruin all our crack by converting us to Catholicism. Did that with the Shamrock.
Did he have you guys drink Kool-Aid?
Not
Jim
Kool-Aid,
Jones?
but whiskey. So
He had him drink Eucharist. You know what that is, right? I'm the only goddamn. You come from a Catholic place.
Yeah, bro.
You know what Eucharist is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Eat
Goddamn.
that shit, drink that shit.
See, he knows what it is. That's
One knee is for the
us
two,
Christians.
two
Us
is for
Christians
Jesus.
know what it is. It's the blood of Christ.
Eucharist or
The blood of
Icarus?
the bodies. Huh?
Yeah, it's the blood, and then you get the Eucharist,
Then you get the-
which are the little wafers that you eat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
Wait,
now-
I'm on my question, man. All right. So my last and final question.
Last and final question.
What do you miss most about Ireland, Paul?
Pint of Guinness does not travel well.
Oh, it doesn't?
It doesn't travel well. It's a totally different drink.
So is it cold? And not unlike the English fucking drink?
It's cold, and it's this big, thick, creamy pint of Guinness.
And it's just filled,
Might as well
right?
have some of
It's
this
like a meal.
booty
You
sweat
drink three of them.
I got back in the
See,
name.
that sounds good. Hey, you know, most bars out here don't use the fucking spoon like they used to. When Guinness first started hitting out here, my cousin actually got me into Guinness from Alabama, would you believe? This motherfucker was like, man, all I drink is Guinness, Aaron. I was like, what? And then I went with him one night. We go out and we drink Guinness, and I'm like, dude, I can't fucking eat. Right? Like, I'm fucking full. And he got a pitcher of Guinness. One that took it forever. I was like, what took him so long with that damn pitcher? And then I noticed they use a spoon, right? You know, they used to use the spoon and pour it slow. They don't do that out here anymore. They pour that shit fast and let it sit for a second.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Do they still use a spoon in Ireland?
No, it's a 2-part like pour.
Oh, 2-part pour.
Yeah,
Huh?
like Guinness. Honestly, they send around like quality teams to every bar in the country, and if you pour a bad pint of Guinness, they'll like pull it from your like fridge.
I gotta go to Ireland.
They need to send it to more places out here. All right, Cutty Corner shoutouts. Here we go.
Let me see.
You're in a voice that makes Soulja Boy sound like Don Kennedy.
Oh, I never said that one. Let me see that one again.
Oh shit! All right, ready for a Cutty Corner shoutouts? Cutty Corner shoutouts.
I was Cutty Corner shout out to myself. I was gonna do a Cutty Corner shout out to myself because I got a horrible radio voice, and I make Soulja Boy sound like Don Cornelius. I make him sound like the dude from Green Mile.
All right. With that, time for our Cutty Corner shoutouts.
It's time. Cutty Corner.
We're burning now. God, if you let it in, hell, so cold and bleeding now. I'm in with it, man. Gonna let you down. He had sex with my mama. We're broken people now. I just said I need a
Cracker ass cracker. You realize you're the only person that really you still keep bright relevant. Okay, my Cutty Corner shout out goes out to Bono. It's a special Irish Cutty Corner shout out. For your lack of ability to purchase jackets that fit you. They're either too large or too small. It doesn't make any sense. You wear a suit jacket that can't close, but it's supposed to close. You wear a fucking leather jacket that looked like Shaq. It was Shaq. Shaq gave you one of his jackets, but yet somehow it was uneven in the arms. You ever notice that, Bono? Shout out to Bono. I do like the Joshua Tree album though. Shout out to U2. I like U2 more than I like Bono. Cutty Corner shout goes to Bono.
Hey Aaron, what's his name?
Aboriginal.
This magic moment.
All right, Paul. Sorry, Paul. Cutty Corner shout out. What's your Cutty Corner shout out, Paul?
My Cutty Corner shout out is to Brexit. Just making a whole lot of fun back home. Can't wait to go home, make some money.
What, good money or bad money?
It's money off of them. That's fine.
Do you have to change your political allegiance?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, Jared didn't read about. Obviously, Jared didn't read enough about Brexit.
Obviously not. He can't read.
Well, what's about Brexit? What should I know about Brexit? Brexit's a good thing.
Oh yeah, it's like
it's a good thing for the UK.
No, it's terrible for them.
It's gonna be some money to make it, man. It's gonna keep the immigrants out, keep the war-torn person out.
It's like they're on the
keep
Titanic.
the crime down.
It's like they're on the Titanic. Like,
yeah.
They just voted not to steer away from the iceberg, and then they just voted not to crash.
It's going to keep the crime down. The English Premier League teams aren't going to be able to get the players they want because they ain't going to get no fucking visas. I mean, there's a lot of good things about it.
That's hilarious.
No,
so, you know what? It's going to keep Man City and Man United for overpaying on a shitty Brazilian player.
So I was on Twitter. And so there was I heard Maya Angelou was trending on Twitter this week. I was like, why is Maya Angelou trending? Like, she died already, right? Okay, cool.
You didn't miss it.
Wait, she died?
Yeah. She died a long time ago.
What?
Like over a year ago.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, and there was this controversy about this video. I'm going to play it for you guys real quick. Hopefully it sounds good.
It'll still be better than Jared Soundbites. It sounds bad.
Her views on interracial relationships.
Oh, thank you. And first, I'm Miss Angelo.
Miss Angelo?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not Maya. I'm 62 years old. I have lived so long and tried so hard that a young woman like you or any other you have no license to come up to me and call me by my first name. That's first. That's first. Also because at the same time, I am your mother, I'm your auntie, I'm your teacher, I'm your professor. You see? Kim, you had a question.
Now, I listened to that and I was like, okay, that's the way my grandma talked to me. That's where every adult I ever interacted with as a kid talked to me. Like, hey, you don't talk to them, you don't call them by their first name. But apparently, some people took a little offense to the way Miss Angelou handled that situation, rather than just be like, oh, hey, can you please call me Miss Angelou, or even just accepting that this girl was gonna call her Maya. No, she decided to check her right there on national TV. And I was like, I didn't see the problem. I was just so shook because I didn't see the problem at all. I feel like that's just how it goes.
I think it's the part where she said, "I'm your mother," and that's where they are unwilling to accept that concept. If she had stayed away from saying, "I'm your mother," if she had said all that, they'd be like, "It's okay. She's done enough for our peoples." But when she said, "I'm your mother," it called into question the mothership of. That sounded like, was that a white girl?
Hold on.
That was a black girl.
That was a black girl. No,
that was a black girl. I was about to say, I seen it before. I know. I seen it a long time ago when it happened. I was like, I know. I was gonna let him keep talking. I would have just talked into that cul-de-sac right there.
No. Then what's the big idea? What's the big problem?
Exactly. That's what I said. What's the big problem? And I kept reading the comments like, "Oh yeah, like you shouldn't have talked to that girl like that, man. She's a fan of yours."
It's too many. I was about to say ex-millennials.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the other thing is that it's now all of a sudden we care about what R. Kelly did. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute.
Why is he talking about R. Kelly?
Because this probably happened when R. Kelly was first called out for his transgression. What year did that video come out?
Man, this was like 20 years ago, man.
Okay, when did R. Kelly get first called out for his transgressions? Almost 20 years ago. We was okay with the violation or the disrespect or the lack of existential completism of the black woman.
Jared, come on, man.
Okay,
come on, Jared. You already gonna have a long
Brandon. I'm sorry.
shutout.
Go ahead, Brandon. Sorry, Brandon.
We already know that.
Oh no, man. It's open.
Sorry, I am.
I didn't see the problem, and I was like reading all these comments about people were saying that she was wrong for like talking to this girl like that. And I was like, nah, she doesn't want to be called Maya by some teenager. Like, she has the right to do that too, you know. It does sound harsh in context, like, of today. Like, today, like,
that's the problem.
If somebody said that to somebody, like, they would start a blog immediately. Like,
they will.
I'm going to tweet this out right now. But somebody's been watching old Maya Angelou clips and all this. It's like, oh, I'm going to tweet this out now. And it becomes a thing. It's so weird to me.
See, I think the problem
is like that in Ireland, like with the like older generation, like you have to show them like a level of respect. You're like, hey man, Mr. this or Mr. that, or like whatever they decide you should call them, you gotta call them that.
There was, I don't think anymore. I think my generation got like the tail end of it, whereas like you're still respectful to them because you don't know all the stupid shit that they got up to yet.
Yeah.
I can see from the context of where it was why it was super harsh of Ms. Angelo to say to like call her out this poor little girl asking her a question.
Yeah.
Pretty harsh. But like you can see it from Maya Angelou's point of view where like I have been through my shit. I've done my time. I don't need some whippersnapper just like chatting to me like I'm her best
trying to call me Maya.
Yeah. Well, I got checked like that in first grade when I was just like, you know, like you knew the name of your teacher and like whether you knew the whole name, like it was like one of those things you're not gonna call by her first name, and if you slipped up and said their first name, even though you knew it, it was that form of respect. It's like you are my teacher. It's the formality of it, you know. It's the
principality of it.
It's the principality, like you would suck Kobe's dick if he asked you to. Like you broke that, and so he's like, hey, no, you call me Mr. Grayson. My Cutty Corner shout out.
Here we go.
Start the timer.
We can get 12 more pubs in.
My Cutty Corner shout out goes out to two things. Number one, the Ethiopia flight that went down last weekend, killing 157 people.
Cutty Corner shout out.
Was it 157?
I just know it's the president. Cutty Corner shout out.
All right, Cutty Corner shout out goes out to the Ethiopian flights and the Boeing 737 Max 8, whatever the fuck it's called, plane.
Hey, you've been on that. I've been on that plenty of times. It didn't crash. I almost felt like it was gonna crash that one time.
Maybe. Was that one of those?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Seattle, we
Bruh,
thought we were gonna die.
I almost say
that plane turned over. Dude. It almost turned all the way over. We were in that shit, and I looked over at Jared, and he was looking. It was like, yeah, this might be the last time we ever breathe.
All I know,
dude, that shit dipped all, and it just all of a sudden it was like. It was like, what the fuck? I was like, did you?
I thought I was gonna hear Kenny
I
Loggins.
was tripping before that, and then it just dipped.
I thought I was gonna hear Kenny Loggins' Highway to the Danger Zone playing in the background.
I was gonna hear John Denver song.
No, not John. It's like, Ricky! Hey, I was gonna start hearing some. What was that song by? Hold on, let me play that song real quick.
What, Danger Zone?
No.
The John Denver.
Hold on, I got. This is a good reference point for me because Jared is on one.
So is that your only Cutty Corner?
No. I thought I was about to hear Sleepwalk.
Come on, man.
I thought I was about to be Lou Diamond Phillips.
The song that was playing in fucking La Bamba.
La Bamba,
bro.
Ricky Valens about to get his ass there, Buddy Holly.
Denver was a better reference because that song was made, My American Pie, about them dying in an accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because his music guy. That's why John Denver made that song.
Oh, sorry.
Yours is off La Bamba. Mine
La Bamba. I saw La Bamba when I was a kid, and it was a depressing movie. I never wanted to watch it again.
La Bamba.
Anyways,
made me think Lou Diamond Phillips.
I had my own lyrics to it. Uno poco de gracias, burritos and tacos.
Wow.
That was racist. That's what I heard. That's what I did when I was a kid. That wasn't racist, though.
Like I said, this podcast is now officially affiliated with Make America Great Again, with the Nationalist Society of Florida, the Black Tea Party, the Proud Boys.
All right, my second Cutty Corner shout out goes out to.
How come he gets it?
He always does his shit, dude.
Takes 3 times as long.
Well, y'all stop interrupting me and let me just finish. Hey, my second Cutty Corner shout out goes out to the senator and the senator. Where's the senator from, Paul?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, my Cutty Corner shout out goes to. My Cutty Corner shout out goes out to the dudes who wrestled down Egg Boy, a teenager who egged a senator for having complicit speech to hate speech that allowed the shooting in Christchurch, New Zealand this past week, who basically put the blame on Muslim immigration and allowing Muslim refugees and immigrants of Muslim nations to come to New Zealand as the reason why the Christchurch shooting had. And for me, that is like one of the most like just asinine, despicable things you can do is to blame a victim. And in this case, it's like, hey, bruh, if you want to blame a victim for going out wearing absolutely nothing to the Freaknik and expecting not to get groped and treated as such, then that's one thing, you know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers were in there. Here's the thing. Oprah came out with that. There was a video of Oprah going to an all-white society that did not welcome black people, and she did her show there. They welcomed her for the daytime, and she said, like you said, she left before nighttime fell because she knew she was not welcome there in that capacity. But they treated her well when she was there. But here's the thing: like these people are in their place of worship, a sacred place. And here's the issue that I have is that if you're going to blame somebody for being in a sacred place, then you're blaming them for even daring to have anything sacred in their life. And if you, as in this case, white man, feel as though somebody does not deserve the dignity or the respect or the capacity to have a sacred place, then you, sir, deserve no respect, no protections, and no dignities afforded to anybody else, because you are already equating other people as having no lack of capacity for dignity, for good, for morality, for just wanting to be and live and love and enjoy life. And if you are going to say that kind of hate speech out there and demoralize a certain person and a people's and a religion to that point, then you, sir, are no more valuable than what you are hating on. So you, sir, and your cronies who beat up Egg Boy, shout out sponsorship. You and your cronies who was like beating up that little teenage boy after you slapped him and all that shit. Like you, sir, and you and your cronies, hey.
You eat a dick, nigga. You eat a dick.
And I hope y'all burn in hell. I would have my Samuel L. Jackson line, but I don't have my iPad on right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote that we cut Cutty Corner shout out because you've gone away from what Cutty Corner shout out used to be.
What was it for?
Dude, it was a good joke Cutty Corner shout out thing.
All right, my third Cutty Corner shout out goes.
No, we're done, man. It used to be fun. Cutty Corner shout out used to be fun.
It was fun.
No, that your shit gets depressing.
All right, my Cutty Corner shout out goes out to the AAF for signing Johnny Manziel. Is that good?
Mine goes out to Irish Rugby for getting the roof open.
Oh, dude.
It rained like a motherfucker. Y'all are stupid.
Who did Ireland lose to in the rugby?
Wales. Oh, so
They lost to Wales?
Is Wales like a powerhouse?
They're pretty
They
good.
got a bunch of big neck people. You ever seen Gareth Bale? Got like the widest neck ever. He should be playing football with the neck, but he's not tall enough or big enough. But he got a neck for football. So I'm gonna say they're good in rugby because they got large necks as well.
The Joneses.
The Jones. So they lost because they opened the stadium
and it rained like a mofo,
which basically took away any advantage.
Took away any advantage.
Yeah, you know what?
So who won the tournament? Wales
did, yeah.
Wow.
Who did they beat in the finals?
Ireland.
Oh, that was the finals?
That was the final.
It's a league, so it's not as exciting. But
yeah,
Scotland beat the English, so that was fun.
That's always fun.
That's always good. Whenever you can beat the English, I guess. That's fun. Hey, do you guys ever watch documentaries and wonder if you feel stupid because you're?
Have you seen the clock, Jared?
I don't know why he has to stop this. Jared, close the show, Jared.
All right, y'all. Hey, thank you for listening to our show. Thank you, Paul, for coming on. Thank you, Brandon, for being here. Sorry, Brandon. Tell the family we apologize. We love them. And Aaron, everyone, the whole cast.
I just want to open a window. I'm hot as shit right now, Jared. I'm wearing a dry fit shirt and I'm fucking sweating through it. I'm sweating through it.
All right, hey, y'all have a good night. Holla at us, and we will leave you with this.
Search around and give me a call.
Twitch streaming.
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to So fill to me the parting glass and drink a health whatever befall. Then gently rise and softly call. Good night.